Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out with Frank Garay and Brian Stevens. Brought to you by Redmond Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Redmond Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
Welcome to another episode of Hash It Out. I am Frank Garay here with Brian Stevens. Brian, the other day we did a show on a gal named Ebby. I forget her last name, but she...
Holiday.
Ebby Holiday. She's was in Dallas, Texas. She died at 104 years old, and she sold real estate, started in 1945, sold real estate for nearly 80 years. Quite a remarkable lady. But the point I wanted to make is that she loved her profession so much that she stuck it out till really the day that she died. 80 years selling real estate. It got me thinking, for the most part, I know a lot of originators today, they're kind of not feeling like they want to do...
Jaded.
They don't want to do this for 80 years.
Disenfranchised.
They want to find a way out of this
Burn
thing.
it out.
You know, they're trying to just get through it. So it just stopped and made me
Throw
think,
in the towel.
what do we really do about
Here's the white
this?
flag.
I mean, what do we do about this? As a loan originator, can you possibly love what you do enough to stick it out for 80 years? Or, you know, or if you can't, do you just do it begrudgingly? You know what I mean? Or do you make a change? You know what I mean? And get out of the dang business and go into something else. I mean, what are your thoughts?
So we're really talking more about a theoretical or a philosophical approach to your business.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Who do you enjoy being around all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Nobody.
I was just about to say, not many people.
Yeah, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't like being around it, you know.
Yeah.
And then when you're around somebody more, then you start to notice those things that you dislike about them even more.
Sure.
And, you know, they kind of stand out. And really the only thing that's changed is your perception of the situation. I mean, that's the only thing that's fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing with our work. Our work is like our friend, right? We go to it when we start anything, including lending. You go into it with a whole bunch of exuberance and excitement
Right.
about what you don't know yet. We see it with your kid all the time. He's
Yeah.
going out to, I went to his Facebook page. He's got like 5,000 houses posted on there. He's like, so
Right.
over. It's like, slow down, Joey. You know. But you do if your business is like your friend, you start to notice the things that you dislike rather than the things that you like. When the only thing that's changed is your perception.
Yeah.
So really, what we have to do is change our perception and try to remember and look at the things that you like and temper those that you don't. Again, it's a philosophical approach to things. What I always liked when I was doing lending was I liked the stories. I liked the fact that I got to peek into people's lives. I liked that people would share their stories with me, and I've got a fistful, a whole treasure trove of personal stories from clients that I had. I got to know them. I got to know what they liked, what was difficult for them. We achieved things together, and it was cool. You know, we live next to Travis Air Force Base, so I had the privilege of doing loans for veterans and active duty military personnel, and I saw some really amazing things looking at, for example, people's DD-214s, and I would see the different service records of some of the people that I was doing loans for, and there was a number of times my jaw would just drop. We're also in an agricultural based area in Northern California, so I've had the privilege of doing a lot of loans for parts of our underserved community that I saw struggle to realize you know, the dream of home ownership, and it was a struggle. People who lived a very difficult life that didn't have the type of money and opportunities that I had, and it was very humbling for me. I got to high-five clients in the middle of this whole thing, and of course I had those difficult loans, but I also had the triumphs as well. And that's really, you know, looking at my business from 30,000 feet, that's what I really take away. And, you know, I think if we kind of, at least for me, if you could do this, look at your clients a little bit more and what they're going through, and if you can share in that excitement, and if you can get to look into, you know, just a segment of their life to see what makes them who they are, it's a quite remarkable job. There's very few positions that you can hold anywhere of any profession that gives you that type of insight. And for me, it's been personally enriching, and I'm not kidding you, I've grown immeasurably from my experiences dealing with people in loans, and I loved that. Of course I could get ticked off about deals that didn't go right, or locks that got blown through, or docs that didn't come in. Of course you could get pissed off at a real estate agent who, you know, is screaming at you, and you have a fundamental disagreement about commissions and everything else, and all this in, you know, in time frames and what who is doing. Of course you can do that, but that's just you focusing on things that are negative rather than trying to focus on the positive. And if you could do that, you'll be better with your job. You simply will. If you can enjoy what you're doing, you will be better at what you do. That would be my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we have to evaluate, is what we're doing, if we're originating loans, something that, number one, am I in love with it right now? And if I'm not, because I've been doing it for a while, maybe I'm jaded, can I fall back in love with it? Is it possible, you know, to where I can pose myself the question or make the statement, retire from what? All I'm doing is helping people. I like this, right? Can I fall back in love with it? And if deep down inside, I mean, you feel like I just can't fall back in love with this business, then maybe it's time to seriously contemplate doing something different. Hey, maybe it is real estate. Maybe it's time to get out of lending and get into real estate. I mean, it kept Abby going for 80 years. She really enjoyed it. My mother has been in the business for decades. I mean, I don't see her ever retiring because all she does is help people. They show back up. She's been doing it a long time, and sure, I'll help you. You know, it's not that difficult for her. You know, so I don't know. I think it comes down to, like you said, it's perception. Do I just not have the right perception? If I'm not in love with the business anymore, can I fall back in love with it? And if I can't, what the heck am I gonna do? You know, and do something, right?
I agree.
Abby, 104 years old, 80 years in real estate.
80 years, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And she was a staple in Dallas, Texas. Everybody knew her.
Well,
everybody knew who she was
thing
in
is,
Dallas, Texas.
and I'll tell you right now, and I think everybody would agree with this, if she hated what she was doing, she would have been dead 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm serious. We all know this.
Right.
If she hated what she did. So if you want to live longer, don't be healthier. Just love what you do.
That's a good point. So anyway, let us know your thoughts and your feelings about this down below in the comments. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll catch you later here at Hash It Out.
Bye.
Bye.
Our partners. It's why we provide a huge educational platform offering everything from webinars to seminars to individualized training tools in the program you just watched. We understand that our role is to make you look great in front of your customers and referral sources so you can earn more business and increase your income. Find out more at RemondWholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.